What's up, happy gamers? I'm Happy, the Happy Gamer, and welcome to something a little bit different today. This isn't a typical video that I normally do. You guys know I normally do gaming videos, and then whenever I'm vlogging or just talking to you guys, it's for my weekend happy hour that I do. But my favorite YouTuber just posted a video. His name is Boogie2988, and he posted a video called Outrage Culture, and I immediately was captured by it. I was captivated by it because it really echoes my heart. And I wanted to kind of respond to that video because everything that he said goes in line with everything I want to do with this channel. And I want to give you guys the opportunity to watch that video. So I'm going to put the link in the description below. Now, I want to tell you that it does have language in it. If I know that some of you on this channel are sensitive to that, so I just want to tell you that it has language in it just to protect you from that. But if you don't watch the video, I'm going to kind of reiterate what he says bit by bit in this video. But I felt like I needed so badly to respond to this because of what it says and how much I want people to get this. Boogie's video, Outrage Culture, was about that. Outrage culture. What outrage culture is a culture that we have that mainly exists on the internet now, that consists of a bunch of people who basically look for every opportunity that they can to bring someone down or to express extreme criticism and hatred toward a certain topic. In the video, Boogie talks about how there was a time when we didn't have the internet, believe it or not, and it actually wasn't that long ago. And during that time, communication for the most part was face-to-face. And whenever you're standing in front of someone and you're actually talking to them face-to-face, and he mentioned this in his video, it's a lot harder to just be straight up mean to them because you're right there. And you're going to see the effects on their face, you're going to see the effects in their body language of what you say and how you act toward them. And a lot of people just don't want to face that. So now that we have the internet, people who want to criticize someone don't have to really worry about being hurt themselves or feeling guilty for hurting somebody else because they don't even know the person and they never got to see them react. I know that myself as a person, anytime I hurt someone, even in the slightest, if it's a little thing that I say, I can't go to sleep with it on my conscience. Like, I have to deal with it. I have to at least apologize, or I have to deal with the situation in some way. I have to get it out of my head because I don't want to live with that on my shoulders. Now, I started my channel to encourage positivity in the gaming community. That's why I'm called the Happy Gamer. Being a happy gamer is all about my outlook and my approach to gaming, and my approach also to the gaming community, how I approach them, how I interact with them, how I communicate with them, how I talk to them, how I act toward them, or even express myself to them. So being a happy gamer is all about just being positive and keeping my spirits high, rather than just being happy all the time, if that makes sense. But I do try to show it on my face as much as I can. So I bring that up because that is exactly why this video that Boogie put up hit me so hard, and I want to go through some of the points that he hit and kind of express to you what I feel about them. I don't at all disagree with one bit of anything that Boogie said. I think that everything that he said was very truthful, and I really, really appreciate him for putting it out there. One thing that he said is that people take things too seriously online. And I've experienced this even with the video games that I've played. Okay, now I've played Undertale, and I'm still playing Undertale, which is a pretty serious game. And I'm a serious person, but I love to make jokes. I love to make jokes. I love to make sarcastic jokes. And while playing the Undertale series and doing all of the playthroughs that I've done, I don't even know how many videos I've done of Undertale. I can't count. But I've seen so many people react negatively to some of the sarcastic jokes that I've made about Undertale, and I don't at all hate the game. I love the game. That's why I keep playing it so much. But for some reason, I make a joke here, and somebody says, "That's not how it is." What are you talking about? That's not what that is. That's not whose name that is. So-and-so's not a buffalo, she's a goat. You guys know my reference there. And that's just a small thing when it comes to people taking things too seriously online. Another thing that he mentioned that I really loved was that we tend to only search for people who agree with our point of view. And while you definitely want to find people who agree with you, you don't want to limit yourself to them because then you will not grow at all. And sometimes you need to hear something that you disagree with. Like, we all need to hear things we disagree with because we're not all right. And that's the problem with internet. It's like people feel like they can get on there, get online, make a video real quick of what they think and their opinions and everything, post it, and since they don't have to meet any of these people who are going to be commenting on their video or disliking it or liking it face to face, and they don't have a chance of getting yelled at or anything like that, or even arrested, they'll put that thing out there, and then if they really just don't want to hear anybody who disagrees with them, then they'll just disable the comments, or they'll just ignore them altogether. But we all need someone to disagree with us. We all do, and nobody's right, and for some reason the internet makes everyone feel like they're right, because they now have a global opportunity to express their opinions. That doesn't make sense to me. Another point that Boogie made that I really, really, really enjoyed and I want to really push is that he said that people are so excited to be angry at the new trendy thing, which is so true. As soon as something new comes out, take the Ghostbusters trailer, the new Ghostbusters trailer, for instance. As soon as that came out, all of a sudden, people got on there like, okay, let's put a video up and react to this thing and show how angry we are. And I guarantee you that at least half of those people only acted angry because everyone else was angry. It's like the cool thing to be angry at stuff now. I don't understand that. It's not cool to be angry, guys. It's really not. You know, really, the event that actually sparked the idea for this channel was whenever Assassin's Creed Unity came out. Now, whenever Assassin's Creed Unity came out, yeah, it was broken. It had a lot of faults. It had a lot of errors. And yes, it was another Assassin's Creed game that Ubisoft released a year after releasing the last one. But whenever I picked it up and played it, guess what? I had fun. I did. And I wasn't just sitting there continuing to play the whole thing, all 25 hours of it or however long it was. I wasn't just sitting there continuing to play it, going, man, I hate this game. Everything in this game sucks. This is buggy and that's stupid and I can't believe they did this and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to make a video about it and get angry about it because that seems like the cool thing to do. Apparently everyone right now is posting videos and comments on Facebook and Twitter about how much they hate this game, so it must be the popular thing to do that. I'm going to get in on that crowd. It's just not cool to do that, guys. There's something good in everything. Listen, this is my point here. This is kind of funny, but if there's good in Darth Vader, there can be good in everything else. It's the truth. I know that was a really nerdy comment, but that's the truth, okay? One point that Boogie makes also is that, first of all, I can mention that he's overweight. He's very open about it. But he's overweight and he gets a lot of haters every day. Now, where that even came from, I have no clue. Like, it's a thing to be upset at people who are overweight, to like hate on them anyway. I don't get that. But he said that, you know, a lot of people will express their opinions to him about his weight, but they express it in such a hateful way that it's like, he doesn't want to listen to that. And, you know, people think that they're trying to change his world by saying things to him, but they say them in such a hateful way that he just kind of deletes them or he ignores them. It's not going to change his mind, somebody being hateful like that. And so he brings up the point that if you want people to agree with your opinions, be kind and inviting about it. Don't be so hateful and tear them down. Listen, nobody gave you a degree in criticism. Seriously. Unless you really are a film critic, which I have my own rant to go on about that. Film critics are literally a little bit too critical. They no longer grade movies based on their quality for the most part. They just grade movies based on whether or not they enjoyed it, which is stupid. But I won't get on that train right now. But if you have an opinion to express, don't be angry about it, even if you think it's the cool thing to do. Really, I think that there will be a point in time when that will no longer be the cool thing to do because people will be so fed up with it. I think there will be a point in time when the cool thing to do will be to be really positive and really kind and really nice about what you think and express it in a loving manner. To go along with that point, whenever he mentions the people that are hating him and hating on him for his weight, he mentions that he doesn't bite back at them, and criticize them back because he knows it's not going to get anywhere. Now, I've experienced this on my channel a lot, even in the short amount of time that I've had the channel up. I've encountered a lot of criticism. And what do I do with that criticism? Well, I do one of two things. Either I respond in a positive way and I keep the comment up, or I delete the comment. I delete the comments that are unnecessary because I try to maintain a positive atmosphere on my channel. Now, I know that if the channel ever reaches a point where I can't even handle responding to comments anymore, or every comment, I know that if it ever reaches that point, I'm not going to be able to sift through and delete all the bad comments. But for now, as it's growing, I think to encourage its growth, I have to keep the positive atmosphere of my channel maintained. And to do that, I have to take out all of the hate comments. So other than deleting the bad comments, if there's a bad comment that's not necessarily expressed in a hateful way, I leave those up. But if it's like F you this, F you that, I delete those. But there's other comments that people leave which are actually constructive and good criticism, or even just opinions that aren't really necessarily expressed in a negative way. I keep those up there and I say things like, I'm sorry you feel that way, or I hope you can find what you need elsewhere, or something like that, just to make sure that they know that I respect them for expressing themselves in a good way, in a healthy way, and in a kind manner, but also just to let them know that I'm here, that I hear them and that I'm listening. So to end this video, I just want to say, and this is what I always say, to stay happy. I'm not kidding. Stay happy and stay positive. Stop eating each other alive on the internet. Don't use the internet as an opportunity for you to beat people up. Don't be a bully online. It just sucks, guys. It sucks so bad. I was bullied in high school and middle school and elementary school. I was bullied a lot, and it sucks. It really sucks. And when you do that to people online, they really feel the things that you're saying. Even though you can't see them, even though when you go to sleep tonight, you're not going to see the picture of their crying face in your head, it's really happening. Okay, the things that I encounter online every day, the comments that I get that really are bad comments, they affect me. And sometimes it'll ruin my day if I let it. And I want so badly for our community, the gaming community especially, to just tone it down. Guys, just tone it down and treat each other with respect and be happy and be positive about it. Treat each other with love and just enjoy what you're doing. Anyway, I wanted to thank you, Boogie, for putting that video up. It really, really inspired me to further what I'm trying to do with this channel, and I want to inspire everyone who's watching this. Also, don't forget, if you want to watch that video by Boogie, the link is in the description below. Don't forget that it does have language in it for those of you that are sensitive to it. Stay happy, and I will see you next time.